Across the infinite kaleidoscope of realities, where stars are born from thought and galaxies tremble beneath the weight of divine judgment, something stirs, a ripple across the veils that separate universes. On Earth, unnoticed by mortals and gods alike, Dr. Jonathan Osterman, the being known as Dr. Manhattan, stands on Mars observing the cosmos in perfect silence. He sees the beginning. He sees the end. He sees what should not be. Manhattan's glowing form pulses a shade darker. His eyes, like twin stars, narrow. A distortion, a presence, not part of my design. In the depths of the Marvel multiverse, an ancient tribunal feels it too. In a dimension where time folds like silk and thought solidifies into decree, the Living Tribunal raises its three faces: equity, vengeance, and necessity. All three speak as one. A foreign presence manipulates reality without consent. Judgment must be passed. The tribunal sees across planes where even eternity bows. He sees the blue figure that has bent time, shaped destinies, and rewritten universes in another realm. A being that should not have such power without balance. And so he steps through the membrane between realities, not by teleportation, but by decree. The sky over Mars bends like liquid. Time collapses into a single, silent heartbeat. Then he appears, three-faced, golden, towering, the Living Tribunal. Dr. Manhattan turns. There is no surprise in his voice. He has already seen this moment. "I knew you would come," Manhattan says, his tone devoid of emotion. "You are judgment. I am change. You were always going to see me as a threat." The tribunal's middle face speaks with celestial resonance. "Your existence is unnatural. Your actions have shifted destinies beyond your plane. Your crime is imbalance. Your sentence must be weighed." Manhattan floats forward. His body glows with quantum energy, skin crackling with subatomic lightning. "I don't believe in judgment. I believe in observation." The tribunal's vengeance face growls. "Then observe, as you are unmade." With a wave of his hand, stars bend backward. The tribunal lifts one cosmic arm, and galaxies flicker like candles in his wake. Manhattan counters, splitting himself into infinite versions across the timelines. A defense mechanism born not of fear, but precision. They do not fight, not yet. Instead, reality begins to break under the pressure of their coexistence. From across dimensions, Watu the Watcher turns his head. This moment was never meant to be. A judgment from one multiverse, a god from another. Should they collide, the consequences could unravel everything. The wall trembles. Unknown to many, Dr. Manhattan's power has weakened the boundary between realities. The Living Tribunal's presence threatens to shatter it altogether. Back on Mars, the tribunal lowers his judgment. He declares, "You are not part of my multiverse, yet you alter the structure of others. You bend causality, you end and restart timelines without oversight." Manhattan's voice softens but remains firm. "Oversight implies higher authority. I answer to none." The tribunal's eyes burn gold. "You do now." With that, the tribunal strikes, not with fists, but with conceptual force. He binds time, will, and matter together into a single beam of judgment. The red surface of Mars turns black as the impact begins to erase the planet. Not physically, but philosophically, stripping it of identity and place in existence. But Manhattan, he is already outside of space-time. From across multiple timelines, he merges again into a single being and rebuilds Mars, atom by atom, thought by thought, before the tribunal's judgment completes. He speaks not in words, but through the fabric of reality itself. "You exist to maintain balance, but balance is not stasis. Evolution is inevitable." The tribunal pauses. Even he did not expect resistance on this scale. For the first time, an emotion creeps into the face of necessity: curiosity. "Then let us test the worth of your evolution." In a blinding burst of golden light, the tribunal opens a portal, not to another dimension, but to a plane beyond the boundaries of both Marvel and DC. A neutral battlefield where laws of both multiverses apply, where time is silent, where only truth exists. Dr. Manhattan steps through. The tribunal follows. Behind them, the rift closes. Ahead, judgment and quantum godhood will clash in full. The stars hold their breath. The battlefield is not made of space, nor defined by time. It is a realm where causality is a canvas and power is the brush. This dimension, beyond the Marvel and DC multiverses, is a neutral ground woven from pure law, energy, and will. Here, neither comic book rules nor editorial continuity applies. Only truth. Dr. Manhattan floats in the center, glowing with serene blue light, the atom on his forehead pulsing like a star. Across from him, the Living Tribunal towers, colossal, divine, his three faces rotating in solemn alignment. Then, the cosmos explodes. With a gesture, Dr. Manhattan collapses probabilities, creating thousands of outcomes and merging them into a singular offensive wave. Each possibility births a different version of himself. One wielding antimatter, one manipulating entropy, another weaving the past into a weapon. He strikes all at once. The tribunal stands unmoved until the attack hits. For the first time in eons, the cosmic judge flinches. A fracture spreads across the golden scale embedded in his chest. His vengeance face darkens. Your manipulation of time is impressive, but judgment does not yield. He raises one hand. Suddenly, all of Manhattan's duplicates scream, not in pain, but in collapse. The tribunal reaches into the narrative of Manhattan's power and severs it at the metaphysical level, unraveling each copy's anchor to existence. The battlefield quakes as realities fold in on themselves. Still, the original Manhattan remains calm, unwavering, already rebuilding his quantum lattice. "You do not understand me," Manhattan speaks, even as his body disintegrates and reforms in microseconds. "I am not attacking, I am experimenting." He reaches into the core of the dimension and begins rewriting the laws of this plane. Gravity becomes choice. Time becomes perspective. Cause becomes memory. For a fleeting moment, the tribunal falters. What is this? Dr. Manhattan does the unthinkable. He locks the tribunal's vengeance face in a quantum stasis, forcing the being to operate with only equity and necessity. Judgment suddenly feels less absolute. "Balance is not achieved through force," Manhattan whispers, placing a hand on the tribunal's colossal chest. "It is achieved through understanding." The tribunal shudders, light flickering erratically. But then, from the depths of the being's core, a voice older than stars booms. "You speak as if you are beyond judgment, but you, like all things, are part of the system." In an instant, the tribunal unlocks his true authority, not just power, but cosmic narrative authority. Manhattan's manipulation falters. The tribunal doesn't just resist, it rewrites the boundaries of possibility itself. He severs the link between Manhattan and the multiverse he reshaped. The atom on Manhattan's forehead cracks. "You may bend time," says the tribunal, "but I am beyond time's judgment." The tribunal lifts his hand, 3 fingers raised, and decrees a ruling over Manhattan's very essence. "I judge your interference not malicious, but dangerous. Your sentence is containment." Reality splits, and a cosmic prism descends, forged from the raw edicts of universal law. It traps Dr. Manhattan in an eternal paradox loop, a space where he continually observes the moment of his own failure, endlessly recalculating but unable to change the outcome. Still, Manhattan doesn't scream. He does not rage. He watches, he contemplates, he learns. Even in defeat, he understands more than ever. The tribunal turns away, his scales restored, his decree fulfilled. As he steps back into his reality, his final thought echoes. He is not evil. He is not good. He is transition. One day, perhaps, we shall need him again. The cosmic realm collapses behind him, resetting into silence, and Dr. Manhattan floats, alone, watching time loop endlessly, awaiting a variable he cannot predict.